Mm. Hey there. Okay. Another switch. I had to switch back to StreamYard because I don't know what's with Restream lately. The chat wasn't working again. And it might be something with my computer, but or my browser. Um, Google's been very, very, very bad for me lately. Um, but yeah, so I I don't know, it might be that. But I think it's gonna thunderstorm, and so I figured let me do this before it starts to storm, and then when it starts storming, then I'm gonna go read a book. So um child, what a week. What a week. What a month. Month from hell. But I'm relatively free now. Still working but different kind of work. So oh, sorry. See, and I'm looking at work email now. I shouldn't be doing that. I really need to go out, but like it's gonna storm, so I didn't want to go out anywhere. But okay. So let me close this. Let me stop with work because there is always work for me to do. It's just like now I can kind of at my leisure, and it's not imperative. It's more like preparation kind of things or whatever. So now one thing I miss that restream music. So now I gotta hunt some music. I think I need Jason, which means that I gotta fiddle with Bluetooth. What you're seeing here is mythographic aviary, still in that book. Probably won't be for long though. And this is the progress I've made with this bee. And I want to talk a little bit about what I did with that bee. Um, it was a little scary for a minute, and it might get a little bit scary along the way as well. But let me see. I don't want to be in that. I'm trying to find YouTube so I can find Jason Lewis Mindamend, my favorite music to listen to. So, oops, I need the right keyboard. I'm still working like two keyboards here all the time, at least. Um, so what's he got here? I need to put on my favorite. I need the panda. I need the panda mix. That makes me happy. Let's look for the panda. Where are you, panda? Panda, where are you, panda? Where? There you go. This is the deep house mix. Um, Upbeat study music, deep house mix for peak focus, isochronic tones, and it's got the big panda head on it. And here's hoping my nope, they're not on. Why not? I got a pair of my Bluetooth speakers. Oh, not that one. There's a whole lot of setup just to like color for a little bit. Add device. Just gotta add it. I love this mix. I will just like dance around the house with it. I love it so much. It just makes me happy. It says connected. There we go. Uh-oh. It's going back and forth. That's weird. I don't know. It might even be better on the computer speakers, but I love this one. Okay, so like we're gonna color. That's what we came here to do, right? So what I did with this bee, what I was thinking with them, I probably should turn that down a little bit. I don't know, maybe I should stick to the regular speakers. Let me turn it off. There we go. The bass can kind of distort it a little bit. Bass is good when I'm dancing around the house, but it's not good when I'm sitting here trying to talk. Um, ooh, and now I gotta move this keyboard. Okay. Um, so what I did with this, because I had the, still gotta turn it down. Because I had the under color here, and I didn't really think too hard when I did that color. I probably I'm thinking now I should have done it yellow. And the objective is okay, when again, when I took that painting class and got a little bit of color theory or whatever, well, but really what happened was, even though we had to get a tube of pain gray pigment, um, my instructor always, he would not allow us to use it. He would not allow us to use any black. He wouldn't allow us to use paint gray. He says, if you need black in your painting, I want you to mix it. And he was like emphatic about that. And it was good for me because I learned then that, black basically is the presence of all colors. And so if you mix like opposing colors or whatever together, they make black. So I had Googled, yay for Google, um, and said, well, what, because I think I had started this with yellow somehow, or I can't remember exactly, even though it was just a couple days ago. Um, and I said, so what colors can I combine with yellow to make black? And so it gave me there's a WikiHow, and there's also the AI overview that's in Google now. Everybody's got to add AI to their stuff now. Kind of annoying. Anyway, it said mix equal parts of red, blue, and yellow paint to make black. And then alternately mix complementary colors. If you have your color wheel, you'll see the complementary colors, especially if it has a label on there for you and you don't have to think about it, um, to get black. For instance, the complementary colors adding red, red and green, or blue and orange, or purple and yellow. Excuse me. Although I find that purple and yellow really makes brown. I find that all of those make brown, actually. Red and green, really, blue and orange, or purple and yellow. I always find that it makes brown. So this wiki might be a little, kind of off. But um, yeah, so I then decided um, to put those colors down on these spots where I had that under color with the marker to make black, rather than just using a black pencil, because it seems like whenever I use a black pencil, no matter what paper it is, it just seems to just like get smudgy, and there's no depth to it. And the only way I can get depth to it is like to go in afterwards with a white paint pen or something, and I didn't want to do that. It says, no, I want to build the color. I want to build it. I want it to already be there, the depth and whatever. And so even though this might look kind of weird from your perspective, but and it looked weird to me after I did, and I says, well, whatever it is, it's done. I can't change it now. But when I looked at it today, I thought, you know what? I like it. And I like it better than the part that really has more black. I started going over this part with blue because that black was just so flat. And I want there to be some depth, and I think that depth will also help to bring in everything else in the picture. maybe, kind of, sort of. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. I could be thinking wrong. So, yeah. So, so I was kind of making my own black and just doing hash marks of all those of the red and the blue on here. Isn't that what they said? Red and blue. I forget that quick. You know, where is it? Where'd it go? Yeah, red, blue, and yellow. Yeah, so I kept doing red and blue over this, and then I think I probably did add a little bit of yellow to kind of even out that orange or something, or I don't know. So yeah. So am I gonna work on this now? I don't know. Where are my pencils? My desk is still a mess, but like we're probably gonna be tackling this. Well, I need to rest is what I need to do. But this was really aggravating me, this having to work with all this crap everywhere. But I'm gonna call it now. Really I am. I was gonna find my pencils. I had them in. Where did I put them? They came. Oh, there they are. It's taking a long time for me to get the coloring. Well, but I'm gonna get there because I need to do that because it does relax me, and I really need to relax. I still got people emailing me, and it's like, oh my god, it's over. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. But it's been quite a month. So let's see. Here's my pencils. These are all the Prismacolors that I've used that are out of the case that I've been using in my coloring pages. So, oh, you know what? What does it say? Show. Show. What do you mean show? Oh, I never saw that before. Duh. Anyway, I'm not used to StreamYard. So, I did do I don't know if you can see that really. The little bees. I did this with black, and I already had like the gray on there, and I did these with black. Um, and I did that because I think I want the main bee to stand out. So I thought, well, yeah, the little ones, it's not too. I won't have. I don't think I'll have any issue with smudging that. So I was like, yeah, there's not a whole lot to do with that if I color it right the first time. I won't have to worry about smudge. So where is my black? Can I put that back in the case or not? Um, Something else I did today. Well, something that I did today. I didn't do this today. But something that I did today was I actually did a little bit of testing with Gamsol and the Marabou art crayons, the wax ones, and also with some regular crayons. And it was kind of interesting. Um, And the Marabou art crayons, the wax based ones, oh my gosh, the Gamsol in that is like heaven. It's beautiful. It really makes the colors pop. So I'm planning how I'm going to do that in the coloring book without messing up the book. And I need to sit closer to this so I can see. I don't even know why it came live, except I guess if I come live, I feel like um, I will actually do something. Whereas if I didn't, I probably would jump around and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do with myself. I kind of have like coming down from the momentum of the mad dash of the week, I guess, and the month, and the past few months. So I don't know. I do feel like working in something new, but I don't, because I'm like so like kind of edgy today. I don't think it would be smart for me to do that because I'll probably go in and just mess something up, and I don't want to mess anything up. I don't know if you can hear the music or not. Since I'm starting to color, maybe I can turn it up. Again, this is Jason Lewis Mind Amend. It's on YouTube. And the deep house music for mix for Peak Focus. And it's the one with the panda face on it. So I think I want to add, am I living dangerously? Add a little bit of orange. I guess I just like living dangerously. Worst case scenario, buy another book of the same one, which I think I'm gonna do with Tales in the Forest Kingdom. I think I'm gonna buy another one. There's some pages I did in there in the one I have that I like, but there's a couple that I really don't, and so try not to be obsessive about it. Oh, it looks more brownish. I'm not really thinking too hard about how I'm making this beat because I did this with the head and I was like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? And now I kind of like it. And I did that mixing of color, but might have been a little too heavy handed or something, but I kind of don't mind it. So, I wonder if I'm talking loud. I feel like I'm talking loud. What is that? I kind of need my glasses on. Oh, that's his leg. Yellow. My ashy arm. Looks ashy underneath. Mm-mm. Well, that's weird. I don't know how good that was. That's the wrong yellow. See, I'm kind of like, I need to be like in a cheap book or something right now because I'm like really kind of. See, now I picked the wrong color again. What the heck? Oops, sorry. Probably did that right in the microphone. Not really thinking. That's too tiny. I can't get it because it's so tiny. And I need a better point for that. And, ugh. We'll have to fix that later. Maybe I don't want to do this page right now. Maybe I need to do a different page. That could be. What else is in here? That's frightening. I probably need to do a different book, but I don't feel like digging for another book. Unless I do this. Oh, I have to check on this page. Okay, this page, I actually, I used the crayon on this, and they're these crayons. Which happen to be right here. And I want to actually do a page just with these crayons to see how it turns out. But I got to play with them a little bit more to figure out, how their properties, especially like with the Gamsol. But I use these. They're called they're called Twist Up crayons by Colors in Motion, and they just kind of you extend the color by screwing the bottom. They're just like, some weirdo cheapo crayons or whatever. 32 regular colors, 16 metallic colors, and 2 neon colors. And um, yeah, so I was playing around with them. I used the greens to bring out the leaves. And I don't remember, I think I did show this page when I just had the um, whatever I put on the base. What was it? Marker. I had marker on the base. And so I used the crayon to bring it out, and then I used the Gamsol, the stuff, to move some of the green around. Like when I used two greens. Which one was it? I used this one, and I used it kind of like on the outlines of the leaves and some inside, depending on which leaf it was. And then I used this um, to do the darker parts, the creases and things like that. And I actually see somewhere I need to do that some more. So, oops, what just fell? What was that? Oh, get my pencil. So I think actually I'll do that now. And I also used a brown here. And I don't know how much I like it or not, but I got lots of time to fix it. But I kind of also am experimenting to see what it does and how it works. For some reason, there's sparkles there, and I didn't think that brown had sparkles. That's weird. Or else it's a bonus. What is this color? Oh, I guess it does have sparkles. So it left sparkles in some spots. The thing with this was that because this is like a really, it's not a pointed tip, so it's kind of hard to do thin things with it. So, and I don't know if I did Gamsol on a tip of a brush and then did that. I don't know what would happen if I did that, or if I scraped off pigment in a little cup or something and added Gamsol to it. I kind of don't want to do that, the last thing I said, because it's too much like, I don't know. It takes the convenience out of just using this thing like this, in my thinking. Um, so, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, I need the lighter one, not this one, actually, for this. Always find, I wonder if this will go over this. I mistakenly colored um, this with the marker, the color of the branch instead of the color of the leaf. Oops. I wonder if the crayons will make up for it. I don't know anything about the color fastness or anything of crayons. Okay, I'm pressing down too much. I've been using this one a lot. I don't know if I can redeem that one or not, but we'll see. Hopefully it'll just fade into the background. Yeah, so it's kind of weird because they're so fat. But they might be good to use like in a background or something because they're fat. So I'm going to play some more with the Gamsol and these just to see what they do. And I tried using the Gamsol on this, and it didn't seem like it was that successful. I don't know if it's because there's glitter in that particular crayon or what. But it didn't seem like it was doing too much or doing enough for me, and I'm not sure exactly why. I don't know. Can't tell you. But it did work well on the leaves because these were actually darker. The lines here were darker, the dark green lines, and that really did blend them in. And I don't really get any bleed through except for on. Oh, that's not even that. Yeah, I didn't get any bleed through on the using the Gamsol. So, and these guys look kind of shiny now too, which is kind of cool. I like the shiny. So I figure, crayons are wax. So if those other, the gelatos and things like that, and the Miracle Art crayons, if they, you know, respond to Gamsol, these probably do too. And I did see a video a long time ago about somebody doing that, and also someone who was using like Vaseline and all that kind of stuff on it. But I don't know. Just I can use another tool. That's kind of my objective. Use up my supplies. I am not a snob as far as supplies go. I figure um, anything can be an art supply if you use it in your art, right? I'm hoping maybe I'll be able to redeem the color of those eggs with these or something else. I don't know why I'm just coloring them in more green, but I am. I started doing this actually earlier today, and then asking myself, well, how far are you going to go with this? Are you going to go too crazy with it, and then, or what? That one needs to be blended a little more, I think. I am definitely into that waxy kind of thick pigmenty kind of feel, heavy. I don't really like soft and light. Kind of bugs me. That bugs me. Oh, that reminds me. Soft and light. One of the pictures I have in here, I kind of haven't liked too much because to me the colors aren't bold enough. And it's not that every color has to be bold, but this just seems so drab to me. It's already a sad picture, and I don't like it being sad. I wish I could change it so it wasn't so sad. But I wonder if I should try these crayons on that. That would be interesting. Anyway, yeah. See, I like how it makes these shiny. It makes them shiny. I like shiny. I don't know if you can really see that. You really can't. But okay, I need to do these guys a little bit. I wish I could make these tips like sharper, more pointed, less blunt, without too much fuss. I don't want to be involved in knives or anything like that because I'm a klutz. So nice little points. It's like, eee, how do you do that? I don't know what to do with this poor little one that I messed up. Well, that might have helped it a little bit. I kind of want to try my new stuff that I got, but I'm also kind of scared. I'm also kind of feeling like it's time to change books. Um, but I don't know. Don't know what color I want to do the birds because I kind of like the color that the marker made them. I think it's kind of an interesting shade. So maybe if I just figure out a color to do to make whatever the opposite of highlights are. Um, Maybe I'll do that. But I have to figure out what color to use. I'm not sure. Okay. Do I want to? I don't know that I want to try and do anything with those yet. I'm scared. Maybe I can find something light to do. So I have to think about. And then also thinking about backgrounds. Stress me. I think I wanna do this one now. It's on the other side. See some transfer. Hmm. Yeah, peacock stresses me out. I'm doing that one. What's the blue that I have for this? It wasn't Copenhagen blue, it was violet blue that I used. There's violet blue. And I think these two. What is that? That's wild. Hair. I really like the color of this marker also. So I'm actually trying not to change that color too much. I did a lot of changing it down at this part. And I actually don't like that too as much as I like up here where I kept the original color. So that's what I'm really going to try to do is keep more of it this color. So there's something about that I like. Hey, Bubbles. I finally took myself out of Instagram jail. left a message over there. I was always afraid because I didn't know what my computer was doing. There was like this one point where it's like, I don't know if I should go there because I couldn't jeopardize the life of my computer while I was in the midst of craziness at work because I needed to be able to do my job. So I hope you have a good night at work. I hope people are kind to you. Hope you don't get too many weirdos. I know a lot of weirdos working with the public. Okay, something here is smooshing on this page, and I gotta make sure I put on this page some of that blue is coming off on here, these specks, or maybe I don't know what that is. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. Oh, there's another one. Oh, that's where I found I have to do. I have the marker written down somewhere. I'm gonna have to look that up and color that spot. So for dinner today, I had some salmon that I've had for a while. It's in a can. Okay, like where is this thing? It's there. And I wanted to use it up, so I boiled some spaghetti. I made a cream sauce. Thank you. And then I made a cream sauce, flour and butter first, milk, a little bit of milk. And I used some of the liquid from the let's see, this is like getting to where it's like I'm not gonna like it if I keep messing with it. Move on. Oh, I like this one. Added the canned salmon and some dill, which I don't usually use dill, but I guess salmon, dill, and cream cheese go really good together. And so I put cream cheese in the cream sauce too. Just like what was it, like 2 tablespoons I think it is of like cream cheese. Added the salmon, added the dill, added spinach, frozen spinach, and let it cook for a little bit. And then I added the spaghetti. And I also added some of the water from the boiled spaghetti to the cream sauce because I didn't want to use a whole lot of milk since I was adding cheese. And it turned out pretty good. I mean, it's canned salmon, so like unless you're making salmon patties where you add all those other spices to it, it kind of tastes, like canned salmon. But it turned out pretty good. Oh, that's right. I have this page under here. I could do this. I have Worlds of Wonder open underneath here. That I've been eyeing a couple pages in. Something else that I did that happened this week. Not that I didn't do it this week. I did it last week, but I got it this week. I finally broke down and got an iPad Air, and I did it. It's been a long time. I was like kind of looking at it, checking it out, and like I even bought some stupid HP. I shouldn't say stupid. That's not nice. I bought an HP tablet that, like, I don't know, because It's like, well, maybe this will just be enough for me. No, that thing doesn't do hardly anything. Um, that tablet, that HP tablet, is probably more like a tablet that you buy a whole bunch of them for your workers or whatever in a company, so that they can put in their data or whatever for whatever, I don't know, whatever you might be doing at whatever place of employment it might be, where you got to keep records of whatever you're doing. It's more like that kind of thing. Buy a whole case of them, give them to your employees to use at work, and at work only, and it's only good for those few functions. That's it. Yeah, that's kind of like what that HP pad was. It was inexpensive, and that's why. Um, so I learned my lesson. So it cost me like $500 to realize I needed to buy an iPad. But I tried to make that thing work, but it didn't work. So I figured, well, I don't know. I just suddenly said, I got to do it. Also thinking, again, my whole power management thing and all the files and stuff that I have. I thought if I keep like drawing stuff only on that iPad, I'll be good. I don't use it for browsing for anything or anything like that. It's just basically for any kind of art stuff. Then then I can get rid of any art stuff I have on my PC, and that'll have room on there. So um, and then that meant, okay, so what software are you going to use on the iPad? And I was like, oh no, here we go again, searching for the right thing. Well, I wound up getting Procreate. I wound up just doing that because, um, I don't know, because it's made for it. So it seemed like the best bet. After I looked at some other things, I thought, well, if I'm going to do all that, why don't I just get Procreate? And then it's like, I don't know. So I did. I did. And you know what? I'm glad I did because I started working in it last night. Um, Not that I know that much about it, but because I figure one thing is, if I could keep it by my bed, and the minute I get up, I could do a sketch and then get on with my day. You know, um, it's not ideally the way I want to sketch necessarily, like exclusively, but it's one way to make sure I get sketches in every day. And so I did do a sketch and figured out how to save it and whatever. And now I got to figure out the right way to save it and all that kind of stuff. Because one thing that I'm thinking of is that to be able to save it, so then I can like send it to myself or whatever, and then be able to incorporate several images into one, which I think Procreate probably gives you the capability to do in itself. And I got to figure that out, because I'm thinking one way to build a coloring page, especially for me, because I'm so novice at the whole even concept of it, is to create the individual components and then look at all my individual components and decide which ones I want to put together into a coloring page, and then decide what I need to add to those components to make it look complete. I'm so process oriented. It must be obvious. Um, and plus, like I do too many things, too many different things. So kind of have to break things down into steps and processes so that I can get some of everything done. Or maybe that's just my logic that's erroneous. I don't know. Um, yeah. So I did a sketch last night, and I really that freaking Apple Pen or Apple Pencil, whatever the heck it is, that thing, that thing is so easy to draw with. Like you're just sketching. It's almost like better than sketching on paper in some ways. believe it or not. Can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah, it was. It was like, hmm, yeah, I liked it. So, yeah, I guess it was the thing to get. And then the wheels are turning in my head. It's like, well, I guess this is my gateway into getting a Mac eventually. Oh, where does it end? Where does it end? Not yet, though. I'm thinking if I got a Mac, it would be solely for music production, and that's it. But I already like the software I have now for music production, but it's probably one that not too many people have. So if I really wanted to share things, I probably need to have a Mac and use, Mac stuff, because a lot of people in music production use Macs. Macs. I say that word, Macs. I probably need to spray this page tonight. I don't think I sprayed it after the last few times I've been working on it, so I probably need to spray it. Because if any of this smudges, I'm gonna cry hard. Ooh, that's weird. I don't know if I like that. So yeah, I'm trying too hard not to last day of work to wish my you know make these big plans for summer, because yeah, they when I do that, it doesn't, I don't know, it seems like they never happen. Everything always gets screwed up. So I'm trying to just rest, trying to rest in my mind and deal with it differently than I have in the past. And not give away my summer um, before I know it, because I've committed myself to all kinds of things that it's like, oh, I don't really want to do that. Why did I say I would do that? One thing I want to do is start exercising, because this has been a serious sit down few months that have taken their toll on me, and I need to build up some muscle and some stamina. That really is dark. I don't like that I did that. Maybe I'll like it later. Not right now though. See if but there are books that I want to read. There's things I want to write. And I have to decide which book I want to read first. Or if I want to read a couple at the same time. If I do that, I better be on a treadmill or something while I do it. I'm sitting down. I've had enough of the sitting down. I thought about getting a gym membership, but I don't know why, but I'm really creeped out about gyms now. I remember, I don't know, a long time ago, I used to um, get up at 5 a.m. and go right out, go to the gym, just as they opened. Then come home, take a shower, go to work. And I was always like, really, oh man, that would energize me. I felt so good that whole day. Um, but people are so weird these days. I don't know about going to the gym. I feel kind of funny. It's like, what kind of creeps are going to be there? Oh, Bubble says I've been working on coloring hair combos. Ah, and sketching in my sketchbook. Cool. Yeah, that's like I have to find a focus for my and like that's what I said I wanted to do every week to focus on something else. And like I kind of like my head has been like my brain's like been like somebody had like a bunch of I don't know, a few something in a jar and just like was shaking it up really hard so that I could really do that. So it's almost like I need to make a list of categories of things and then pick from that list. I need to see something in front of me that says, "Oh, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this." And maybe I can like mark off like or put a number by that on the list when I did one particular thing, like I did plants, and do a check mark by it. Next time I do plants, put a check mark by that. So then I can look and see what categories have I sketched and what categories I haven't sketched. So I'll always be doing something new and not always be doing the same thing. So that's probably something I need to do is to plan that and create that. Um, because you only get better at drawing if you can't draw crap. Even if you can't draw anything at all, you get better by doing. You get better by doing. Even if all you can do are stick figures, you get better by doing. I said it 3 times. I could say it again, but it's true. Don't underestimate your ability to create, and don't compare yourself to other people. See what comes out of you and roll with it. Let it happen. Let it happen, and it's about if it makes you happy too. And don't you shouldn't let what makes you happy be, well, it doesn't look like this person's. Because I for sure I can't color like Bubbles, but I don't let that get me down. Well, most of the time, I don't let that get me down. It just I appreciate what other people can do, and I just try to see what comes out of me, you know. And I learn from what other people do as well, because I'm still going to figure out um that metallic thing, and I'll get there, you know. It's just like that one woman. Oh my gosh, that page. And I wish I could like easily show it on here, but I posted on my wall that page from Worlds of Wonder. Her page of that freaking house is like amazing. So much so that I did not recognize what coloring page that was. I had no idea that's what it was from until I what do you call it? Like rewound a little bit or went back a little bit on the video to see what book is that from. And I was like, oh my god, oh, that's the house. I was like, oh my god, mine looks nothing like that. It's like I want to show them side by side just to get a laugh. I may post a picture of mine underneath where I posted her video on my community wall because I think it's hilarious. Hers compared to mine is like it's like really funny, but it's gorgeous. But I don't feel bad about it that hers is gorgeous and mine is like what. Um, I appreciate what she did, and I'm just gonna kind of look. I don't know necessarily that I would want to make my page like that, but I'm curious as to how she got her page like that because she really transformed it. She transformed it. I look at her pages and I'm like, oh my gosh, every single page she colors, you could just rip that out of the book and frame it and give it to somebody, you know? Okay. Really gorgeous. And I got to remember her name because I mentioned that video a couple times and that page a couple times. It is really gorgeous and her work is really gorgeous. And that's when like people who say like, oh, adult coloring, that's just for kids. I'm like, If you saw her page, no, no, you no, it's a whole nother. Okay, so what else are we doing here? I think I did enough black. I don't want to go too far with it. I don't know what to do with that. I'm gonna leave that for now though. Around here. And what color are the pincers? Ooh, excuse me. I don't know what color to do this and what to do this with. Thinking of how I did the well, that's that's one thing. The cage, how I did it on here. I don't know if that'll be as successful on this one. I don't know. Do I want it to be metallic? Um, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with it. I don't know. And because, the color I did it with, I don't even know what I was thinking. I just went crazy with the marker. So I really had nothing in my head about it. I just did it. But as long as I keep selling these books, I can always do it over again in another one. I keep saying that. I might need to switch to Worlds of Wonder and start playing with my new stuff. Um, let's sharpen the pencils. I've been using this Coom marker. Special, what does it say? Special O diameter. And I've been using this one on, and it has two things. I've been using the smaller one on the Prismacolors. And so far, I don't think I've had a single one break in here. So that's something. I've had them break in, and I need to empty it too. I've had them break in this one, my Rachetta, which is not the name of a person. It's it's the name of this. What's this button for? I don't even know. What does this do? Oh, that opens the top. This is the first time I realized that. It's kind of cute. Oh, I think it opens the top. Doesn't open it now. Anyway, um, yeah. So they broke in this. I had not all of them, but I've had some. But I don't think I've had any break when I had it in this. And I do need to empty this. And what time is it? 58:53. Not storming yet, although it might be sprinkling or something outside. And I do have to go because I have part of my refrigerator emptied. Believe it or not. Um, and I cleaned some of the drawers and I have them drying, so I'm gonna have to go and put those back into their places. I already kind of started my. I'm trying to lay low with it though because I can get really crazy with it, but I already started my cleaning binge, post semester cleaning binge, and I'm trying not to. I'm trying to do everything in moderation because I will go crazy with it and then suddenly realize I'm exhausted, and that will be because I never stopped going. I don't know what it is with me. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but yeah. So the gym membership thing, I really don't know what to do with these wings. I really don't. I'm coloring them anyway. That's kind of how I did this part of the bee. I wasn't really thinking. I just picked up a pencil and started going. So maybe sometimes I should just keep. I don't know. Does that always work when I do that? Probably not. I don't know. I can't believe I'm talking so much. I don't even like to talk. I got PTSD or something from the past month. I swear. Ooh, Lord. I don't know. Just getting ready. I think for whatever's going to be under whatever I really do with it. I don't know how iridescent bees' wings are. They kind of have like a. I think they're like kind of have a kind of a black filmy kind of look to them, filmy, screeny kind of look. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I want to. But I gotta do something to make them look special, and I don't know what that might be. I need to stand up for a minute. Sitting too long. Hold on. Oh, stretch. I need to stretch. Put the devices down. Whew. Oh, we hit the hour mark already. That was a fast 4 minutes. Yeah, so the gym. I don't know how I feel about the gym. And I have some exercise equipment in my house, but I don't have those nice Cybex machines, those weightlifting machines, the ones that help you isolate working on particular muscles. I love those freaking things. I love them. And but I don't know if I want to be using them things around other people. When people ask me, "Oh, you want help or you want this?" I mean, no, get out of my face. Leave me alone. I, you know, I, hmm, just the thought. I looked at the thing for Planet Fitness that's near me, and to look at what hours that people usually go there, and like the hours are low at 5 a.m. And I thought, I thought about it, thinking about it, but then I don't know. It's kind of a different setup than when I was, I don't know, than when I was single and going to work and on the go and whatever. It just feels different to me, and I don't know why. Unless I could convince my husband to join too. But he already does like a lot of kind of athletic things. He plays hockey, he rides bike, he cycles and things like that. Not that, different things there wouldn't help him, but um, I don't know. See, if I ask him, then it's like I got to do it. So I'm waiting until like I really feel something about it to then ask him, and then we could go together. That might be interesting. I wonder if he'd do that. He better not poo poo it if I ask him. Or he'll go there and he'll talk somebody to death. That's what he'll do. He's the talker. He'll be the person interrupting people when they're trying to exercise. And I'll have to tell him, shut up and get over here, would you? They're trying to work out. Leave them alone. He's a talker. Maybe that's why I'm talking a lot now, because now I can finally get a word in edgewise. But that might be kind of interesting, although, I don't know. I'm kind of, I'm not a morning person either. Like, I don't want to talk to anybody early in the morning. I'm miserable in the morning. I grunt. That's it. I don't talk. I grunt. So, The exercise is a very kind of solitary thing to me. It's like a meditative thing for me. I don't want to be talking. I just want to, feel what my body's doing and give my body what it needs. I don't want to talk, but maybe that might be what I need to do in order to um, start. Okay, so there's another spot where I need the inside color of the leaf, and I need the marker to do that. So there and here. I'm using violet blue. For some reason, violet blue seems to like be working well with this sea greenish color. Going on it lightly. I don't know why, but that seems to work. Yeah, I really need to exercise, so I may just start by using the equipment in the house and then see where we go from there. I don't have a treadmill, which might actually, and I've thought about getting one, but then I have to get rid of one of the things I do have, and I don't want to get rid of what I do have. So, I don't know. People might not like me around here for saying this, but I think I want it to be a mild summer, because if it's a mild summer, if it's like quiet, I mean, not quiet, if it's cool, I am more liable to go out somewhere and just walk, kind of like speed walking kind of walk, because I sweat. I sweat at the drop of a hat. And so it's not going to be pretty when I when I go walk. And if it's hot, I can't take the heat at all. So I wouldn't do it if it's hot. I don't know. Never tried walking with someone like well, actually, when I was in my 20s, there was somebody that well, we walked because one, we didn't have a car. Two, we lived in a neighborhood that was really walkable, and we probably would still walk like to the outer skirts of that neighborhood, whereas other people wouldn't, because other people would probably drive, but we would walk. And we would talk the whole time we were walking, and we were both fast walkers too. So I don't even know how we did it, because we were fast walkers and we were talking. I don't think I could do that now. But we never ran out of things to talk about. Me and this girl. So we were two little artsy fartsy 20 somethings, or just barely 20 somethings, I think, actually, living near an artsy fartsy neighborhood. Okay, where else do we want some of this? I might have gone a little too dark on there, but I don't think that's too bad. I can blend that in a little bit. I think that'll actually work for me. Make it work. Especially since it's at the edge of the page. Kind of draws some attention to the edge of the page a little bit. I don't think that's bad. So that was violet blue, and then this is the sky blue light, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to be getting more of these single stock. I like this pencil. It's one of those, one that I think is a staple. Kind of, as you can tell, kind of use it almost as a blender, not just for the color itself. This is relaxing. Is this what I needed today? See, something about me is that like I tend to be so goal oriented that I don't know sometimes when to stop. That I don't have to make a goal out of everything. That some things I can just let them be. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I can just chill, just relax. Oh, this looks kind of naked down here. You can't even see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Oh, it's kind of naked. Oh no, I might be here longer than I thought. Cause I'm having too much fun. But I do need to do things that get me away from the desk to make up for all the time I've had to spend at my desk the past few months. I really do. That's a goal. And that's a goal I need to keep. I need to strive for. Just gonna figure out how. Ooh, that's kind of dark. But that's okay. It's towards the bottom anyway. Kind of want it to be there. Why does that look swept like that? That's weird. I need to make a sketch list. I gotta figure out what to put that in. Let's see, yesterday I did fruit and then I did characters again. I did like this family. Um, but yeah, I need to make a list. I did a pineapple that like looks really cool. I was just saying to myself, draw like every single fruit you can think of. And I didn't have that many, but I did. And the pineapple was one of them. And I was like, I don't think I ever tried to draw a pineapple before. And I sketched one, and I actually kind of like it. Okay. I know one thing I'll be doing this summer is trying to figure out my iPad. And trying to figure out Procreate, things that I want to do with it, how to do those things. They had this thing other about layers, and I was like, layers? It's like, I don't know. Then like animators and stuff using, and I was like, ooh. It's like, I'm like, don't go there, Linda. I don't know how to do animation. I don't need to know. I don't need to be trying to learn like yet another thing. Nope. Nope. Stop. Put on the brakes. But I found it interesting though. So it seems like it has a lot of potential, and so and for the price, like $12.99, I was like, that's just $12.99 straight up. I was like, yeah, I could do that. Because other things I was looking at, they had subscriptions. Like, well, you can play this for a month, this for 4 months, this for a year. I was like, nah. I ain't committed like that. I'm not. I don't want that. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the thing. To be, I don't like how so many things are going like that now. That kind of subscription. I don't like it at all. Because once they sell the company, it's like you don't know if that new company is going to take the license for the old ones and all this other kind of stuff. It's like, been there, done that. My favorite screensaver back from the 90s was Psychedelic Screensaver by Synthosoft. And yeah, that, and actually I had um a lifetime whatever you call it, license for WinZip, to zip files. And somewhere, somehow, they said, "Oh, well, we can't find your license anymore. You're gonna have to buy a new one." I'm like, "Well, how? What about the lifetime?" And I gave them the information and stuff, and they're like, "Well, no, that's not." Or gave them some information about what my email address was then and all this other stuff, and they're like, "Well, no, we can't find it. Whatever." I'm like, "So yeah, so you sold it to me as lifetime, but it's not really lifetime." So I don't like, it's like, give me a disc. Give me something I can put in my hands. Give me something that, make it permanent, for real permanent. Cause yeah, I think they're giving us the shaft with these new methods of delivery, new modes of delivery for software. They're getting away with things. And somebody somewhere is going to have to address that and nip it in the bud, or it's a whole freaking forest now, and I think it needs to stop. The licensing thing is, I don't know, but I guess it's like trying to get, like how pharmaceutical companies try to get money back for the research or whatever they put in it. People are trying to get their, what's due them out of the service that they've brought, but or the product that they've delivered to the world. But I don't know. How do you decide the worth of those things? How do you decide how much they're worth and how much the average consumer really should be paying for it? I don't know. There's something about that whole thing that disturbs me. Just like Bubbles losing her Pokemons, I hate to bring that up. I don't want to make her think about that, but that really bugged me. That actually made me mad. It's an example of that. What do you mean? Like there's no stable place to have it, and I know they do that because of crooks, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem. It doesn't seem right to me. Does not seem right. Something's missing somewhere with that. It also, I don't know. It would make me anxious, and it does. That's why I stay away from anything that is contained like that. Like if something happens, you lose it all, because it's almost like gambling in Vegas, and I don't like gambling. I like the money that's in my hand, and in my bank and wherever. I don't like it going to somewhere that just gave me a thrill for a second. Mm-mm. So let's see. I got little butterflies. I've got lots of wings. I've got legs too. I already messed up one leg, and I wonder if I can erase that. I have to get into my big my storage thing to get my replacement erasers for my electric one, and then I can probably get it that bee leg. What else? What else? What else? I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna make the background. And I need tracing paper for this page. I might take it from another one just because I think this one needs it more than the other. think this one needs it more. Probably should spray it. But I don't know. I feel like doing that tonight. What else have we got in here? I need to watch somebody use their distressed crayons. Or not crayons, pencils. And those distressed oxides. Because I feel like that might be a way to tackle this page because there's so much monotonous detail here that it seems like something that like first just cover a massive part of it and then go in and do the other stuff. But I don't have that technique together myself yet. I have to look at some things. What the heck? He has horns. What bird has horns? I feel like you need to be a better colorist with some of these pages. More experience. Another owl. The hummingbirds, they're starting to come around up here. They've zinged me once and they zinged my husband a couple times outside. We take it as they're saying, get the damn feeder out there. We're here. We're here, MFers. Get the feeder out. Sorry. Yeah, see, I like this page. I could see using the gelatos or the marabou water color crayons on this. I don't know what it is about me. It's almost like when I was little, when our mother, one way to tackle having to eat the thing you didn't like on your plate was to eat that all first, stuff it in your mouth and just like eat it, chew it like really fast and get rid of it and swallow. And so then you could eat the stuff that you'd like and then you'd forget about the stuff you didn't like. So I almost feel like I might approach some of these coloring pages like that. But it's then like life's too short. Why would you do that to yourself? That's kind of pretty. The chicks. I love the chicks. It's like, I'm coming. I'm almost out. I'm coming. Wait for me. I can't figure out what kind is this. I can't figure out what kind of bird this is. Is it a dove or I don't know. I don't know what that is. Oh, I forgot about this one. I still have to do some things. I still have to do that. The first thing I colored in this book, for better or worse. I don't know. I feel like coloring something else, but I don't know. I kind of like this page. Is he upside down? I do kind of feel like the birds are stressing me out a little bit, though. I hope I'm getting better at coloring them, but I'm not too sure about that. Sounds like it's raining. Just heard a car go by and it sounded like the ground was wet. Oh, that's cool. Sorry, this is not supposed to be a flip through, but I'm flipping through. Ouch. Yeah, I need to get up. I need to start moving. Okay, I think I'm going to call it a night because I got to get up, stand up, start moving. I'm sitting too long. Still thinking about the background in this. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a good night. Bye bye.